Okay, so now we're back to playing guide. I'm just gonna log in very quickly. And so my goal for this round or for this video is going to be seeing if we can get past level 5, hopefully to level 10, but the video might drag on for a bit, so I might end it soon. So once we start approaching level 5, we will have to do some quests. In fact, let's just get those done right away. So let me just show you guys, because this is probably where you start. So from your bed, you just follow the path outwards, and you're back in Wyvern. You go leftwards, follow the road down, and back to the Adventures Guild. And over here, you have the mission board. So what I've seen some new players do is just clicking all of them right away, and I don't recommend you do that, because as soon as you pick one, you're going to have a reticle here in the top where my mouse is rotating around, which is going to point you to your current quest. And if you just keep clicking quests, it's just going to keep changing your current quest. And this quest indicator is actually very helpful in maneuvering your way around if you don't really know where everything is. So we're going to do one of the easiest quests. We're going to do Garignor's Amulet. And you notice here this question mark, really that should be pointing us out, but right now it's a question mark. We're going to see, there we go. Now it's pointing us towards the direction we need to go. So we're going to follow the indicator to this mansion over here. And in this mansion, we have our friend Garignor. We're just going to click on him, talk to him about quests. And a note on questing, you don't actually have to accept quests to begin them or finish them. You just have to get, usually there's a required item that you need to get to give to the NPC. In this case, poor Garignor has lost his amulet, and it's the only way he can fight back against the pesky goblins. So we're going to try and retrieve that for him. So we're going to follow this path behind his house, and we're just going to run and kill everything. The fact that we trained 3 strength, 3 healing, and 3 unarmed, with a total of 7 unarmed, means we should be able to just plow through this area no problem. This is an area you're meant to do at, say, level 1. No problem here. Just run into everything, loot everything. I'm using apply right here, so it might look like I'm going at a very quick pace, but that's just because this is the pace at which the game is played once you're more familiar with it. You usually have to set up some way of grabbing things quickly, because you don't want to spend all your time doing it this way, where you're clicking and pressing loot, unless you're playing on a mobile device, in which case that's fine. You play the game whichever way you'd like. Okay, so basically we just have to get to the top of this tower, kill and loot on our way. And our XP bar is actually at the top left there, where you see the green 299, and as we killed something, we received 2 XP and went down further. Nothing really much to talk about here, just easy dungeoneering. Here's the Cobbled Lord, can't even stand to us. We grab the amulet here, and we make our way back to Garignor. It's a very easy introductory quest. It's more to get you familiar with the game than it is really to challenge you at questing. Since I am a Rakasha, this place might look different to you. Since I'm a Rakasha, I have actually pretty good night vision, so this place is fairly well lit up for me. But if you're a race that doesn't have night vision, so anyone that's not an elf or a Raksasha, I guess that's what they're actually called. I saw someone mention that in the comments on Reddit. You don't actually need to pick up this torch, but I guess since this is a tutorial indicator, they want you to have a light source. So this would be what you get if you have no other light source. So now here's our friend Garignor. We found his amulet. We click on him, and you found the amulet. Thank you. This is for your trouble. You can sell it at our store or keep it later. and we give our amulet to him. So he gave us this this white gem here, which is going to sell for 500 gold. So it's a nice little bit of gold. So this is the general store. If you're looking for food, this is where you would find it. Oh, they sell weapons here too. Cool. Yeah, so it just has pretty much a little bit of everything. And if you're looking for bags, which are going to be an important aspect later in the game, once we start actually grabbing a lot of loot, we will need to find a couple of those. So again, we use our sell all function, sell everything. Notice here that we got 500 gold for it. That's our gem. And we leave the store. You want to get in the habit of always picking up loot and trying to sell it as quickly as possible. So that's the first quest point. And we go back to the mission board and see what else we can pick up. Okay, the next quest I would recommend, but it might be a little difficult for some characters, would be the troglodyte quest. And I'm going to show you how to get there, but first we're going to accept it. So from the Adventurers Guild, we're going to follow the path northward across the river. Follow straight up, and now we're going to be in the world map. So here you just want to stick to the road. Stick to the road going west, then you go south, until you can start going west again. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. And now we are in Davos. This is another low-level area you can feel free to explore. This red house here is a pretty interesting area if you're looking to adventure a bit. I recommend going in here and trying to fiddle around with that bed, but don't do so lightly, or get ready for an adventure if you go. Anyways, we're not going to go to that bed. We're going to follow the path. We arrive at Davos. Keep following the path north. Further north. Just straight north. Ignore. These are some places where you can fight some pretty low-level creeps, some goblins, pick up some more loot if you are having trouble fighting some higher-level things. So we go north, and here in this crevice is where we begin our quest. So we go all the way left. We continue left. And now we meet our first troglodyte. And troglodytes drop these javelins. And these javelins would be, I'd say, are very worth picking up because they usually sell for pretty good value compared to all the other items like Orcish Stone Axe or a tiny round shield. Javelins are usually the best source of gold early on. So just quickly, I'm going to show you the auto grab feature. So you just type auto grab. Auto get. Here we go. You type auto grab and this should come up. I'm gonna say you really want to tick magic and treasure, and you don't want to tick armor and weapons. Armor because a lot of chainmails are really gonna slow you down if you're just walking over them and picking them up. They also don't sell very well, so they're not really worth the pickup. Weapons, you should do it selectively. A lot of weapons aren't worth the pickup. So javelins are, which is kind of contradicting myself, but we're just going to do magic and treasure. That's what I feel are the only two that are really required. So we do that, and we just make sure to pick up javelins along the way, and we continue. Always looting corpse. If you notice, my health is actually going down. This is our first badass enemy, by the way. The dark colored troglodyte. We type loot all, it should also pick up. Perfect. Get the shield. Nice. And we go upwards. So now we arrive to the Troglodyte King's throne room. And if we were to talk to him, he will tell us that he's lost his favorite rock and the magic man stole it. So basically what this quest is the rock has a chance to be in any one of these doors. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 doors. So we're gonna choose a door random, and since it is random, we'll just do it. We'll just do it the way it's meant to be done. And you really want to. This is a trap. This thing I'm running around is a trap. It's a spike pit. This is a pretty nasty one. It's gonna take off. I'd say roughly like. Let's see. Oh, I can't even fall in it. Okay, leopards might be able to just walk over traps. But this trap would take 30 hit points away from you, roughly speaking, more or less, depending on your armor class and I think just armor class. And it would also paralyze you until you can manage to get out of the pit by just spamming a direction key. So we're going to continue forward. Another troglodyte wants to try his luck with us. No luck for him. This is a blade trap, which would also deal damage to you, but that one would not paralyze you like the spike trap. Continue forward, just following the natural pattern of the cave. This is another badass enemy. And badass enemies usually just have 5 times the hit points and they do more damage. I'm not specifically sure how much more, but this is a fire spout. So these kind of traps you can maneuver around. There are points when there's no fire spouting out where it will do no damage, and points where the fire is at its most intense and you'll get hit. For example, as you can see on the text screen and my health, I just took a whole lot of damage. So once you follow the map all the way through, there should be an exit which leads to a landmass like this, surrounded by water. And what you're looking for is a rock that is brown colored, just standing on any part of the landmass. So it's not here, we go try a different route. I'm just gonna speed through it to get back, so this video doesn't take too long. And we try a different way. There's nothing specifically different, so I'm gonna try and just go through this at a very quick pace. And honestly, I don't mind about XP, so I don't really need to kill most of these things. There are better ways to level up than these guys. I'd say the javelins are their most valuable aspect, not the XP necessarily. So if you're having trouble finding gold, make sure to loot all these guys. So nothing here. We try another one very quickly, just moving back and forth. So right here, these are falling rock traps, as you can see on the ground here. You can avoid the damage from these by wearing a helmet. Any kind of helmet will do. If you're just wearing a helmet, you won't take any damage. Okay, so some of these maps have an irregular shape. It might be the middle, not the middle, or it might be the top. It seems like the top. Oh, it seems like we leveled up to level 4. So it's not in this one either. So we go check another one. We're almost out of possibilities, so we should be finding one pretty soon. Let's see if that's at the top here. Nope. Middle. Nope. Let's try top left. Here we go. And here we go. This is a troglodyte king's favorite rock. Make sure to really look around because sometimes it does blend into the environment like this. So we'll get it. We'll come out, grab this javelin. Round shields are pretty good. Tiny round shields, I think, almost always sell for 25s, and that's better usually than most of the other items, so those are worth picking up as well. So now we talk to the troglodyte king, and we finish the quest. And he also gives us a gem that's worth a bit of money. I think it's 250 or 750. It's rather valuable. This just for fun. We're going to fight these troll guards. So this troll guard is a neutral monster, so he's not going to attack you unless you attack him, and we're going to attack him. So we're going to kill troll guard. Oh, he's feisty. Okay. So we're gonna, what you want to do when you get low, kite backwards, get some health back. There is a way you can cheese. I'll show you in a second. You can cheese some hits in without him actually hitting you back. So we go into him. Oh, I can't actually do that against neutral monsters. Oh, he's gonna kill me. I'm gonna let him kill me. I'll just base tank it. Oh, now you're running, eh? Scared? Once you corner, they will have no choice but to attack. And we managed to kill him, but geez, that was rough. So we're done with this place. We're gonna get out of here. Since we're level 4, we met the level requirement for Rachel's cat, so that's gonna be our next stop. And this is just going back the way we came, so if you remember how you got in, you should be okay for getting out. So one of the more useful ways that you can travel back to New Verdun is whenever you go to an inn. For example, this is an inn. No, this is a store. This is an inn. This home teleporter, all characters have homes. This is a home teleporter. You take this home teleporter and you're in your house. Once you're in your house, you have another magic portal, and this magic portal can take you back to New Verdun. So I'm going to use it, and now we're back to New Verdun. And we're going to go back to the Adventurers Guild, accept the quest, and we're going to go for Rachel's cat. So far we've completed 2 quests, and we can check what quests we've completed over here on the left. If we apply this crystal ball, it shows that we've done Garignor's Amulet and Troglodyte quests for a total of 4 quest points. If we type score, we see here that you need 1 more quest point to get to level 5. And right now we're at level 4, and we need 1000 XP to get to level 5. So we'll actually put off this, we'll put off Rachel's cat until it prompts us that we need the 1 quest point to continue leveling up. So from the hospital, we go all the way right past the tavern, we go down, and here's a little mini area that's meant for newer players. We're gonna go down here, and we're gonna attempt to fight some bears. See how that goes for us. There's also a bunch of flies here that try and pick a fight, but I don't know who they're messing with. This bear is pretty tough too. Okay, so we talked about cheesing them a little bit earlier, so I'm going to show you what that looks like. So we're going to attack him, draw him towards us, hit him, move back, hit him, move back, hit him, move back, hit him, move back. Now he's running away, and we took no damage from it. So this is just a little something you can do to micromanage some damage in when you're low on HP. This bear is a pretty, oh my. Ugh. Okay. Very better run. So we have a nice little loot pile here. If we apply the bag, we get a traveler's scope. If we apply the chest is locked, we're out of luck. So we continue back into the cave. Another bear, we're gonna kite him. Kite, kite, kite. And the bear's running away. So this place, if you've noticed, we've gained about 500 XP since we came here. Each bear is 64 XP, so it's much faster than these troglodytes who are giving us 4. And I wouldn't say that they're even that much riskier. The spike traps, if leopards could get hit by them, they would have been just as risky as fighting these bears. So if you're trying to level up, try and take on these bears. Might be a good idea. Okay, so I think we've cleared this cave, so we're gonna get out of here. We have 400 to go. And the next area we're gonna go to is this little hut up here. Should have a lot of skeletons in it. Skeletons aren't as good XP. So whenever you have water like this, we can type swim, and now we can go into the water. And we apply the small fountain. Whoops. Go back into the small fountain, apply again. I believe this is just a random dungeon. Okay, maybe we're not going to do a random dungeon right now. We'll do some actual content. Random dungeons are something you want to mess with around endgame, not really right now. I'm trying to remember if there's any good places to level up around here. Rats, rats, rats. Ooh, a spider. Second spider. Oh, this is getting dangerous. Fight me, bro. That's what I thought. So when it comes to blocks like this, you just need to walk into them. So this is 1 walk, 2 walks, 3 walks, 4 walks. And the more strength you have, the quicker you can get through these. And the more weapon skill, the quicker you attack, so the quicker you can get through them as well. So we're going to keep exploring. I don't actually know what's here. I'm having faith that it's going to reward me with something, but so far it's just rats. Rats and spiders. I'm just trying to get through this quickly, seeing if there are any enemies that are worth fighting. Ants, not really worth fighting. Big ants, not really worth fighting. These guys might... We want to try to not get cornered here. As weak as these guys are, maybe I'm just overconfident. 16 XP? Yeah, okay, these guys are relatively okay. They're worth 4 times as much as troglodytes, so should be quick enough. We can avoid getting hit by multiples of them. Hey, where are you running? That's what I thought, dude. Take them all down. We'll wait on that soldier until we have a bit more. Actually, we'll just kite him. Let's go. That's right. Run away. We're gonna drink some wine here. I guess I can't. All right, we'll dive further down. Another ant. These yellow ants aren't as strong as the... What the hell is that? Okay, I haven't actually seen this enemy before. Let's try it out. Okay, not bad. So this is a magic track. These are especially nasty when you get into the game. You can go on it, and it has a chance to do a couple of things. Sometimes it will identify your items, so if you have anything unidentified, it'll do that for you, or it could blind you and summon enemies all around you. So it's potentially very, very dangerous, but also potentially not at all. So we're just gonna loot. Anytime you see a bag or a chest or a crate or a treasure pile, you want to try and loot things. This guy right here, it's a rock piercer trap. If you're wearing a helmet, you can avoid the damage from this trap as well. And since there doesn't seem to be a quick way out, we're just going to use the quit command to quickly go back to New Verdun because I don't really feel like walking all the way out. And we're back to the inn. So we leave. We only need 24 XP, so I'm just gonna quickly kill a couple of things. We'll go into the church here. Seems like somebody's already been pillaging. Okay, I guess we won't go into the church. Maybe Kailami's memorial. Someone's in there. Ah, so many new players. Okay, it's fine. We'll go straight to Rachel's house. So from the Adventurers Guild, we go left to go to Rachel's cat quest, and it's this tiny little house here. We go in, and you need to be level 4 for this quest, so don't attempt it before. And it's even a bit dangerous even at level 4 if you get stuck in a pit and get surrounded. So like I said, you don't actually have to talk to them, but I'm just doing that to get the indicator off of her and onto the cat, which is really going to make it a lot easier for us to find it. So the way this consists of, I believe, 3 by 3 by 3, so 9 maps total. So this is a center map. There's 2 maps upwards, a map to the left, a map to the right, and then 2 maps upwards from either direction, if that makes sense. So we're just quickly going to fly around, and if you notice at the top right here, it says 1 QP. So I've met the XP requirement for level 5. I just need 1 more quest point. We're going to run around and we're going to look for a glowing cat, because since we have this indicator on, we will have a glowing cat which is going to be much more visible than all these other cats. So you don't really have to worry yourself about straining your eyes too much though. So a good way to really do this quest, in my opinion, is from the main map. Pick a direction. So we're gonna go right. We're gonna quickly run around the map, see if we see anything that's glowing. Doesn't seem like there's anything glowing. Okay, and we're gonna head up. And again, we're just gonna run around, look for something that's glowing. Nothing seems to be glowing. We're gonna head up again. This is going to be the top right corner of all the maps. So no more maps northward, no more maps eastward. And I think I see glowing. There you are. Where are you going? So the trick here is get the cat into a corner. You don't actually want to chase it because this motherfucker's a nimble. So get him into a corner. And oh, he ran away. What a snake. Yeah, keep running. Back into your corner. Okay. Relax. Okay, so here we're gonna type go south, north, west. Get. Ah, he evaded us. We're gonna try that again. I think these other cats are getting in the way. So go southwest. And this semicolon just means that you're giving it a different function. So you're typing go southwest, and then you're telling it immediately to get right away. Ah, he's just evading us. It's so slippery. I wonder if I can just click on him. Ah, there you go. Okay, so that's the easier way. You just click on him. Don't worry about what I told you. Corner him and click on him. Much easier path. So now we follow the indicator, which will lead us back out. And I think almost as soon as we hand the quest in, we should level, or we might have to kill 1 thing to level past that point. So we're going to try that very quickly. And we leveled right away. So now we're at experience level 5. And that's another quest done. So just again, back to basics, we want to train our weapon class all the way up to our level. So go back to the feisty server, train me. Oh, she can't train past level 5. This might actually be a good time to show you where you can find the trainers that will train you past level 5. So we're just going to go do that right now. So we again leave New Verdun going all the way north. We follow the path westward, and we go south, past Davos, continue following the path. We follow. This anthill is a pretty good starting area if you're trying to look for a place to level. We continue we follow the cobblestone, the King's Road. It's called the King's Road. We follow the King's Road. Past everything, keep following, keep going south. Until eventually we reach Minath, elion. And this is basically the capital city of the game. I don't know if it's officially, but this is where everybody hangs out. This is where everybody trains. This is where everybody sells items. And this is the entrance to the city. So from the entrance, if I'm showing you the training hall, we want to go upwards, left, continue upwards, and this giant fort is called the training hall. This is where we can find almost every trainer. We see here a couple of skill trainers that we didn't see before, like the spirit travel trainer, which makes it so that whenever you die, you lose less XP. I believe it's currently you lose 10% of your XP up to a minimum. There's a floor that you can't go past. So once you hit, for I think me it'd be 1800. If I were to die right now, I can only lose a maximum of 32 XP no matter how many times I die. But if I was at 2100, I could lose all 300 XP back down to my floor of 1800. Spirit travel will reduce that if you train some skill in it. This is the merchant trainer, and she will get you better prices on things you sell and better prices when you buy things. This is the meditation trainer. This monk is the monk is meditation. This is the lore trainer. This is the armor skill. The armor skill gives you 1 protection, which means protection from all damage types, including magic damage. And it also gives you armor class, which gives you melee resist as well. This hag is the zoology teacher, which is not really a skill anyone really buys into. It allows you to examine a creature and at really high skill points determine all its weaknesses and its strengths, but those are things you pick up as you play the game. So it's I don't know, you buy knowledge of the game. It's not very practical. I don't recommend you use it, but if you're feeling exploratory, go for it. So there are trainers everywhere. I'm just going to show you the ones of note. This is, I believe, the strength trainer. So I'm going to train in strength. This is what's called find weakness. So this is crit. That's what find weakness is. So we're going to quickly look at our skill points. We have 3 skill points to train, and we're going to have 2 left over once we train 1 more unarmed combat because we're a 4. So we're going to use 2 here. Find weakness is a very good skill. It's a skill almost every class should play. Mage, melee, archer, all of them should have it. This is a sneaking trainer up here. And we're going to try and find the the unarmed trainer. I think it's a shopkeep. Yeah, cool. And now we're trained up to our level. So I'm going to end the video after I show you the rest of Minath, just key locations. This is the blacksmith, in case you need to repair weapons, general store, weapon shop. We follow it back down, back to the entrance, and then we take a right. Here we have an inn, and we're just quickly going to rest at this inn because Minath is a very good area. You can kill a lot of things that will drop good gold, and you can always get back to New Verdun using a home teleporter. And Minath is a bit far away from New Verdun, so it's good to have that as a bridge. So we're gonna quit back out to Minath. Whoops. Quit back out to Minath. And we're gonna leave the inn. We're back here. And if we continue going all the way right, here we have the Minath auction hall. And this is where players will sell their items. So if we just quickly look, there is a Ring of Perfect Martial Artist for 20k. We can't afford that right now. Ring of Water Magic, 1k. Elven Wizard Robe. So we're gonna look to see if there's anything we can buy. Doesn't really look like it right now. there's nothing for us here right now, but it's always useful to look here because you never know. You might find something that might be good for you. Okay, so other than that, this is a hospital in case you want to get your mana or health back. This is the healing trainer. And this is the armor store. And finally, for anyone who might want to try and test their character without the risk of death, this is the I forgot what it's called, the Minath arena. This is basically 50 levels that just progress in difficulty and has different enemies. This is a pretty fun one to try and test yourself against. There's a unique enemy, unique boss at the end, which not very many players can kill, and it's a fun challenge. So that's everything from level 5, some beginning quests to get you to level 5, and Minath elion, which is probably going to be one of your most used cities from your mid levels between, I'd say, 10 to 20. You're gonna spend a lot of time at least buying things in Minath elion. Alright, so next video I think we are going to do levels 5 to 10, seeing how quickly we can do that, and we'll go to Alaria and Barak and different areas. Just basically show you some different content. Alright, till next time.